Ha. Ha. You know, coffee is great, but have you tried Dayquil? What is up, guys? Welcome back. I am feeling a little bit delicate today. Not hungover, just worse for the wear. I'm snotty and I have this major ouch right here. Oh, I am not typically one to let acne ruin my day, but like, she started the morning and she chose violence. I'm having trouble kind of covering the distance this morning, but do you know what cures my mood, or at least ostensibly, you know, has the potential to cure my mood in any circumstance? A giant box of blush. This looks like I got it in PR. I did not. I just happened to go on the Melt Cosmetics website and they had a full set of all of their new Cream Blushlights, and they come in this fancy box. And I haven't got a chance to try any of these today. I haven't got a chance to try any of these yet. So there are 8 of them. Daydreamer, Sundown, Lynx, Sandy Cheeks, Cali Dream, Polished, Honey, Thief, and Golden Hour. I'm gonna swatch them all and we're gonna put a bunch of them on my face. We're gonna put some full coverage on some of the situations that are happening right now in this general area. Hopefully, if I cover them up with makeup, they'll also stop hurting. That's the way science works, right? Anyway, I'm gonna move you guys in and we're going to improve our day with makeup because that's what we do on this channel. So let's jump in. Honestly, how rude for me to get a head cold while I'm ovulating. Can a girl just ovulate in peace? Sometimes people get a little bit weirded out by me when I'm on Dayquil. I've definitely gotten comments before when I was sick and took Dayquil in order to function, and they're like, are you on drugs? Yeah, I am. So that's why I'm kind of like this right now. It's a 50-50. It's either like I'm completely dead behind the eyes or I'm running on fumes, and running on fumes, khaki, is a lot of fun. I'm a little delirious. So let's put some coverage on my visage. How about Bare Minerals Bare Pro? That's coverage, fam. That's news coverage. Speaking of Bare Minerals Bare Pro, someone who loves this product is one Shelby Wilson. And Shelby Wilson just had herself a little potato of her own. Potato is a term of endearment for a baby. So congratulations to her and her husband. He looks adorable. His name is Max. Congratulations to Shelby. Congratulations to Zoe and Alfie for getting pregnant. Very, very cool. So I just did that, and that was stupid because I wanted to put this mineral sheer screen on first. So we're just gonna let that drool all over the back of my hand for a second. This is the new mineral sunscreen from Supergoop, and I just wanted to show you guys when you put on, I don't know, that's probably not technically enough, but it's fine. When you put it on, I've compared it to the Comfy Water from Purito, and I wanted to show it to you guys in action because it is pretty darn good at disappearing. She's a magician. She does the disappearing act. I did manage yesterday to go and get my New Jersey driver's license. Come on, coverage. Come on, coverage. I didn't realize that they have like an inspection drive-through. In Texas, you have to get a state inspection, but you can go anywhere for it. You don't have to go to the DMV for it. And so here I am. I cannot for the life of me figure out how to get into the parking lot, and I end up sitting in this line for an inspection in my brand new car that does not need an inspection for like 20 minutes before I can finally go and park my car. And I still couldn't figure, I like drove all the way back down the highway, went through a roundabout and got back up there and still couldn't figure out where the turn was because I'm a dunce apparently. And then this very nice employee, I knew he was an employee because he was wearing an orange vest. I was like, I need to find the parking lot, I'm leaving my appointment. And he was like, here, just park in the employee lot. And it's like literally the nicest man ever, and he saved my day. So I did go and manage to accomplish that yesterday and get my new license plates put on my new car. God, Bare Pro's pretty, isn't it? Look at that. That's not what the video's about, khaki, but it's so nice. Concealer let's go with the Kosas, just because I trust her. I trust her enough that I can put her in my hair, apparently. Da da da. A do do do. I've said this before, but there are days where I am very aware that this is going on the internet and that I am talking to other people. And then there are days where I'm like, I'm sitting alone in a room talking to a camera, and I'm having one of those I'm sitting alone in a room talking to a camera kind of days. Oh, you take that cool sponge and you push it on your sinuses. Tell you what. It is, though, kind of funny. Like I said, I have a head cold while I'm ovulating. Man, it's like the world doesn't want me to feel my oats. I'm determined to feel my oats. Okay, I'm gonna swatch these and take a break from talking. Spare you guys for a minute. Your girl is blush rich. That one went in the garbage can. Ooh, these are so pretty. Whoa, they're really, really lightweight. All right, here we go. Yummy, yummy texture, yummy, yummy texture. Y'all, my day is already better because these are absolutely gorgeous. So they have an oil consistency, an oil serum consistency. Focus, all right. Daydreamer, Sundown, Polished, Cali Dream, Golden Hour, come back, Lynx, Sandy Cheeks, and Honey Thief. Wow, those are so pretty. So one of the criticisms that I heard from somebody was that they are mostly kind of in this orange color family, and actually in person, that's not really the case. I would say that Honey Thief and Golden Hour are decidedly, and actually even Polished are decidedly pinky. And then Daydreamer has like this really beautiful kind of like deep bricky color to it that isn't, I don't know, I guess it has a little orange in it because it's kind of terracotta. But like that, oh boy, that fourth one, what was that one called? Cali Dream? My goodness, it's like a dreamsicle color. These I have seen on their Instagram used not just on the cheeks, but also on the eyes, since they do have a really thin consistency, but they are really pigmented. I'll be interested to see how that works. So there's Sundown and then there's Lynx, and Lynx is actually kind of like a lighter shade of bronzer. So it's almost like the Bronzino in Best Coast and West Coast. So it's like this one's a little bit deeper and a little bit pinker, and this one's a little bit lighter and a little bit more golden. I'm just gonna go by the seat of my pants here. We're starting with Lynx. Again, kind of the fairer bronzy shade. I'm just using my little sponge here from Koki. And this does have some shimmer to it. Some of them are shimmery and some of them are not, but I appreciate the bronzers being shimmery because they do give a really nice sun-kissed look to the skin, but it also makes it so that they look less pigmented. It's easier to spread them out. Yeah, I mean, I could just like mindlessly go to town with that because it just has the right amount of pigment for my skin tone, and then Sundown is gonna be the one for slightly deeper skin tones. And then they also have Daydreamer, which is again, like this really nice, beautiful, deep, I wouldn't call it necessarily bronzy, but it's a really pretty terracotta that's going to show up on even deeper skin tones. And all of these have a translucence to the color. So even like the peachy ones are going to have some pigmentation on deeper skin tones without having ashiness behind them. Look at that. Am I fooling the world into thinking that I'm healthy right now? So healthy. Oh, that's what that looks like. It's kind of like a Daniel Sandler liquid blush or liquid bronzer. It's got that level of shimmer to it. And I like it better than the Tower 28 because it doesn't have any of that like stickiness at all. It's like an oil texture on the skin. So we now have another kind of shimmery one. This is called Golden Hour. And oh my God, it's like this beautiful shimmery peach color. is there any better way to cheer yourself up than just applying a bunch of blush? My gosh. Oh, that's so pretty. That is so pretty. Boop, 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 boop. That perfect peachy color. We're definitely going to have to do another look with these at some point where we focus just on like the pink shades, you know, because we're just going to be focusing on kind of the peachy shades. So that actually reminds me a lot of Tropic Equinox from Kosas, except the Kosas again is really, really creamy and emollient and almost sticky on the skin, and these are, I can't put into words how lightweight they are. It's not a dimethicone lightweightness either. It is very much like an oil serum kind of lightweightness, but look at that texture that it leaves on my skin. And then we're finally going to go in with Honey Thief. I feel like this kind of closes the loop on the peach and then the pink, you know? It's a little bit peach still, but this one doesn't have any shimmer to it. So it's gonna give me a little bit more opacity. And I think they have a little bit of a scent to them. It's super subtle, it's a little bit sweet, kind of vanilla-y, I'm not totally sure. And I don't know if they all have the same scent. It's not incredibly, incredibly noticeable. So the only thing that I would say is a little bit disappointing here is that in all of these, there is not like a cool toned kind of lavender shade. That would have been my next best choice, but they are all very pretty. I think there is still something for everybody, but I really want like a really good lilac-y lavender. But I'm not complaining. It's so pretty. Ooh, they're so pretty. Oh. Those are a pleasure. Those are really a pleasure. Okay, I said we were going to try and put them on my eyes. We can even try a couple other shades. We can do Sandy Cheeks and see if that works on my eyes. You want to do them really lightly because they're super slippy. But there is a good amount of pigment to them. So you're not going to just blend them away trying to get them thinned out, you know? And they're not sticky. They just aren't dry. We love a tonal look. We do. Oh, I just got that under my eye. How did I do that? And I kind of still want something pink. Polish Mountain. I'm just chasing my feelings right now. That's pretty. Oh my gosh. So I think that I'm realizing as I bought all of these that you guys are probably going to want me to help you decide which ones are for you, because you aren't going to want to spend $155 and buy all 8 of them. So that is what we will do at the end of this video. I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup real quick. I'll be right back. We're gonna like put something on top of this to set the eyes down a little bit so that the mascara doesn't just drool everywhere. But we're gonna try and keep the integrity of this local color as much as I can, but I'll be right back. Okay, so like I said today, guys, I'm chasing a feeling, and I went in just with the Pat McGrath Labs, that beautiful kind of duochrome pink to gold, and then just a little bit of inner corner highlight, mascara, brow, and then I went in with Mochi Mochi from M Cosmetics on my lips because I just was feeling this kind of bleached, washed out, I don't know, it's like a Y2K snow bunny kind of thing. So that is what happened today. And that is what the blush lights look like up close. So I'm gonna move you guys back out and we are going to discuss price, formula, the claims, and then I'm going to draw some more firm distinctions between these shades so that hopefully you get a better understanding of the range. So the Cream Blushlights are $22 a piece, or you can buy the entire collection for $155. That makes them $19.38 a piece. About the same price as a Tower 28 blush. I do want to draw a distinction though, like I said, very, very different from that formula. That is a very emollient, creamy, sticky kind of formula, and this is incredibly lightweight and like oil serum based. New Cream Blushlights. Give your cheeks a natural glowing flush in an assortment of natural and pearl textures. The buttery cream formula melts into skin, providing a smooth, radiant finish. Multi-use cream blushlights can be applied to the cheeks and lips. Some shades even triple as cream eyeshadow, creating a monochromatic look that always looks polished. 4 new, never before seen shades, and you will recognize some names. We turned some of our top selling blush and blushlights into cream versions. And actually the swatches that they have online are very, very helpful. So Polished is a shimmery pink, and then Honey Thief is a matte pink. Golden Hour is a shimmery peach, while Cali Dream is a matte peach. When I say matte, I just mean it's not shimmery. They're not like matte on the skin. Lynx and Sundown are the 2 shimmery bronzers, Lynx being the fairer and Sundown being the deeper one. And Sandy Cheeks is a deeper kind of like tan rose color that is not shimmery. And then Daydreamer does have some shimmer to it, and it is the more bricky, plummy shade. I think earlier I said that I was going to compare this to Tropic Equinox, but from Kosas, but actually I think I meant to say Velvet Melon. The Kosas ones are just a lot more creamy, right? They just have a stickier, creamier consistency, and when you build that color up, it's going to have more of a texture on your skin, whereas this is just so incredibly lightweight. All I do is touch it, and it's just kind of this weird, slippy oil consistency. And I do think that these have a little bit of silicone in them, but what they really feel like is oil. Yes, so Lynx is very similar to Tropic Equinox. So that's Lynx and that's Tropic Equinox right there from Kosas. And you can see Kosas is just gonna be more overall pigmented, but you also end up with a lot more kind of product on your skin instantly. It's just more of a thick formula. And then here is Tower 28 West Coast, which is worth comparing. West Coast is gonna be a lot cooler. So this is gonna be a lot warmer right here. So that is the Tower 28, this is the new Melt, and this is the Kosas Tropic Equinox. And I could swatch these all day. We should probably do like an updated best and worst cream blushes at some point. I'm also probably going to be due for another best and worst skin tints video, as I'm reviewing so many more right now. So, you know, those are going to be kind of ongoing in terms of iterations, but I think that I'm ready to give you guys my final thoughts on these, and that is that they are incredibly beautiful. It's like someone took a Daniel Sandler liquid cheek product and put it in a pan delivery system. Now, the Daniel Sandler ones do dry down, and that is the big difference here, because these don't necessarily dry down, but they also are not super, super creamy and emollient. They are really, really thin and slippy and lightweight, and I think that that lends really beautifully to watercoloring these colors. And I also think that it would agree well if you wanted to mix it with other blushes in your collection. It's not like, oh, it's oily, therefore it's going to repel other products or something. It's very agreeable. It's just incredibly easy to get it to do what you want it to do. You know, I put it on a sponge. I would recommend a sponge, by the way. Sponge or fingers. I think a brush would push this around too much. It's just a very easy to manipulate kind of texture. You know what it kind of feels like? It kind of feels like the Kosas tinted oil. It's that thin, and you can kind of almost feel the pigment in it, you know, when you're putting it on your skin. And that's what reminds me so much of the Daniel Sandler, is that it's so thin that you can like see the pigment particles in it and everything. And like, that's what can make it so easy to wear, is that the actual suspension that the pigment is in is almost inconsequential on your skin. You're just basically applying a color. Super duper beautiful. And while yes, I do wish that they had something in the mauve territory, I think that regardless, this is an absolutely beautiful collection. I'm glad that I have all of them, and I'm going to definitely do, you know, more looks with these in the future. I'm probably going to kind of keep them top shelf because they are just like such a good palette of colors, and I hope that they continue expanding the range because this formula is fantastic. So yeah, I think that they are absolutely worth it. I think they're very, very beginner friendly, very user friendly, and I also just didn't get myself into trouble. Like, I feel like you can wear these really lightly or you can really go over the top with them. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the new Melt Cream Blush Lights. I'm very, very impressed with these, and yeah, I hope that you guys found this helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up, please. Subscribe while you're here, ring the little bell so that you know when I upload. Thank you guys so much for watching and for hanging out with me today. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.